Good evening, Texas bikers and bikers all across the nation. This is Texas Biker Radio number 420, and my name is Mel Popeye Moss. I'm president of Texas Biker Radio and also Sons of Liberty Riders MC. I'm a co-founder along with OG, who is not here tonight for a reason. I have COVID-19. Now, where I left it off last night, I want to tell you what happened. This is my story about my COVID story, I guess you'd want to say. And at times I struggle, but I'm doing good. But last night, I finally got a call from my family doctor. And was I ever pissed yesterday afternoon when I was on? Because these son of guns had basically sent me home, no information, no medicines, no nothing. And I was left to fend for myself, me and my wife. Now, I do not know that my wife has COVID-19. She went and got tested just yesterday. But we'll find out. She says she doesn't. So we'll see. But that wouldn't be the first time that we've had a relative that a husband and wife that are never apart, where the wife has it and the husband doesn't. And it's that way today. So this is a strange disease, everybody. It's strange. But when I finally talked to my doctor, he did send me some medicines that are designed to fight COVID-19. And matter of fact, it's listed in the CDC. And so I don't mess the names up too bad. I'm going to show you pictures of the medicines. Now, if you're fighting COVID, you might want to know this. But if you get COVID, you need to know what's available. And what I'm doing right now, like I showed you yesterday afternoon, I've been doing nebulizer treatments that I was doing because I thought I had asthma. Well, as that turns out, that wasn't the case, but it has helped. It has helped. Let me say this, and you can tell my nose is still running. It's part of it. It's part of it. But here's the medicines that my doctor has sent to me. And I'm going to show it to you here on the screen. There's two of them. There's two of them. Now, you can't get, they've beat the hell out of hydrochloroquine. But this stuff right here, dexamethasone, that's what I'm taking. It's designed to fight the inflammation that causes so many problems for people. In other words, your lungs begin to inflame because of the virus. And most people are not dying because of the virus. They're dying because their lungs are reacting to it. And so that's what we have going on. That's one of the medicines he sent me. Now I'm fixing to show you another one. You can go back and look at this video and write that down. But I'm going to show you another one. And of course, this one has hydroxychloroquine in it. Forget that. You can't get it unless you have lupus or rheumatoid arthritis. But that azithromycin tablets, they are also designed to help out, to help your lungs. So those two of the things I'm taking, besides the medicine and the nebulizer, and all the vitamins I can take, vitamin D, vitamin C, zinc, all that stuff. All that stuff. Now, as you can tell, I'm talking pretty good tonight, other than my cancer surgery that's got my talking all screwed up anyway. But I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I'm going to beat this thing. I can't wait to get back out there on my bike. And this is going to, they say this can last up to 3 weeks, which is going to drive me nuts. Matter of fact, it can last up to 6 weeks, and it's going to drive me nuts. But let's say this right now, and I brought it up yesterday. For anybody, we got people out there that are in the hospital now that are dying, and they need these medicines. If they've got a therapy, or if they've got a vaccine, it needs to get out there now. Now. They don't need to slow walk it. They need to get it out there now. And hey, guess what? They got a right to try. Get it into their hands. Get it into their hands. They claim it's 90% effective. Get it out there now, Dr. Fauci. You and your crazy son of a bitches who trying to... I don't know what you're trying to do. Are you trying to get rid of the elderly in this country? Is that what you're trying to do? Is that the reason they sent elderly people back into the retirement homes in New York, other Democratic-run cities? Is that what they're trying to do, is kill people? Because if that's what they're trying to do, they're trying to do a damn good job of it. I'm just saying, everybody, it's just pissing me off. It's just pissing me off as a China virus victim. It's pissing me off, and I think we all need to be able to sue them, whether it be China or whether it be the frickin' CDC and the Democratic Party for trying to slow walk this crap. Just because they don't want Donald Trump's name on it. They don't want him to have any successes. But let me say this about tonight, and I'm going to go as long as my voice will last. I'm not going to be able to do a 40-minute deal like OG and I do. Oh, and by the way, the geezer cam, we still got it set up, but geezer's not here. Nobody can be here with me. Nobody can. And so far, nobody that's been around me has gotten sick. And I hope and pray that it stays that way. That it stays that way. It's like I said, this is a strange virus. But let me give you some hope out there. And not all the doom and gloom you hear. I know plenty of elderly people, in other words, I guess 65 and above, that have survived the COVID virus, the China virus, that have survived it, that are doing well. It's not all doom and gloom. And if you go look at the death rates here in Texas, it's pretty damn low. Matter of fact is, it's awfully damn low. And I'll say this to you. How many people they find with the disease doesn't make a shit. What are they going to do about it? Get a vaccine out? Is that what they're going to do about it? But we do have some good news today. We do have some good news. North Carolina, Senator Tillis has won his re-election. Not re-won, has won his re-election. That's right. And it gives a great blow to the Democrats' quest to take over the Senate. Not going to happen. Because right now, also in Alaska, the Republican has a 2-1 lead, unless they keep counting frickin' votes. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So the battle goes on over votes, over voter fraud. Voter fraud is everywhere. It's rampant. And today the DOJ, I think, is going to step in. And so what we have happen, somebody in the DOJ resigns because of it, because the Attorney General Barr is going to look into it. He's going to resign. Well, what frickin' side was he on? If he's going to resign over that. Really, everybody? Really? So now the battle is on. There's going to be a big rally in D.C. this weekend. I wish I could be there. But I cannot spread this disease. I will not. Not till I'm sure I'm over this. And I think I'm headed there at a pretty good clip. Oh, although, like I said, my voice is struggling. But let me say hi to some people on the chat line, like I always do. Hello, Ironhead, Jerry, Gray Wolf. How you doing? Earl Bennett. How you guys doing? Mike Matisse. There you go. So that's where we're at, guys. You know, we ask you to subscribe to our YouTube channel and to like our videos. And I know they haven't been up to snuff the past few weeks, and because I was sick. But I do love doing this. And we're always looking forward to serving our community. Now, let me say this. I talked to veteran bikers the other day, and some guys I really respect. On the phone, by the way. On the phone. Some guys I really respect. They are livid. They talk, we talked about respect for the office of the presidency. And like other bikers, I went into the service at a young age. And I believed in the oath I took. And I always respected the office of the presidency, even though I hated LBJ. And that's who I served under. Couldn't stand him. He killed a lot of young men, wasted a lot of young lives. And so, just couldn't stand him. But I still respected the office of the presidency. But let me say this. If they manage to steal this election, Joe Biden will never be my president. He will never be the president of many veterans. He will never be the president of many patriots, whether you served or not. That's just not going to happen. Matter of fact is, it's our job to fight like we've never fought before. And that's exactly what I plan on doing. And Ms. Cortez, whatever the hell her name is, who's out there making a hit list, AOC, whatever it is, out there making a hit list, be my guest to put me on your list first. First. Beto O'Rourke. Beto O'Rourke. Come and take it. Come and take it. Ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen. That's kind of where we're at, guys. And you know, right now they're talking about all these different states. Pittsburgh, Michigan, Georgia, Nevada, Arizona, all these voting irregularities. Irregularities, that's what it is. Irregularities. They're talking about all this stuff going on. We cannot let them steal this election. Like I said yesterday, Fox News, AP, CNN, none of them bastards, they do not choose the presidency. They do not. And then you just shut their mouths. And there are alternatives to those news outlets. That would be Newsmax, who is going great guns. Matter of fact, they're out doing Fox business every night. Now, I do believe in Tucker Carlson and Sean Hannity, but the rest of the outfit, I could give a damn less about. I could care less. But that's what I do now. I go to Newsmax. I go to Breitbart. I go to all these different places. Trying not to get too wild. But there are alternatives to Facebook. And we're going to list them at texasmicroradio.org tomorrow. We're going to give you a list of social media sites that, guess what? Some of them don't have ads. In other words, you don't get those crappy ads like Facebook gives you. Hey, how about one like this? You ever seen that ad on Facebook where this guy's shining a flashlight up into the trees and telling you how great this flashlight, how bright it is, and all this other stuff? Well, just for grins, I ordered one. Because I've seen what they've done before. And I wanted to know what it was. And guess what? I'm fixing to show you. Look at this. It's in my hand. The flashlight that does all these great things is in my hand. Here it is. What would you call that? A bait and switch, guys? Is that what you would call it? Yeah. That's exactly what it is. And that happens again and again and again on Facebook. People get cheated. Cheated. Yeah, and MCOS RSBN, Right Side Broadcasting Network, is a good one. Bunch of young people started this network in 2016, and they are good. They are truth seekers. They let you see the truth as it happens. It's a great network. It's a great bunch of kids that are running it. And yes, I check them out every day because they show you what's going on. You get to make up your own mind to what is said without a bunch of bullshit from somebody in a $1,500 suit coming into your living room trying to act as if they're your friend. Your local news is not your friend. Not your friend. They're all there. Everything they say is an agenda. Everything. Everything. And so, all right, let me read some of the guys here. Yeah, Jerry said he did 25 years under both Republican and Democrat presidents, but finally had to retire during the Obama and Biden years. I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, it's tough to be a serviceman and keep your mouth shut. You know, and that's basically what we did back in the day. So, yeah, it's tough. It's hard to respect somebody when they have not earned it. When they have not earned it, it's awfully hard to respect them. And in this case, there's zero respect. And like I brought up the other night, those young people that are out rioting in the streets every night, they don't like Joe Biden either. If anybody thinks this rioting is going to stop, you're sadly mistaken. It's not going to. It's not going to. This is going to keep going, everybody, because they think they're in control. They think they're going to get their way, and they will to an extent. Because we know one of the first things they're going to do, and I brought it up yesterday, you know, they're going to flood this country with illegal immigrants. Except they're not going to call them illegals. They're going to flood this country. Yeah, and Ironhead, let me say that the reason they voted for Biden, if you listen to what they said, they said it's easier to get rid of the old man than it is a fascist. Now, those young people don't even know what fascists are. They are fascists themselves. They are. So it's an incredible thing, what we see going on. And so, yeah, I would like to... yeah, Tadal, I guess that's how you say that, Tadal. Yeah, I'd like to do that, but I don't know. We might get in trouble. Although that's what they want to do to us. They're planning on attacking us. We need to learn just exactly what Obama said years ago. Go out and get in their face. And I'm not only talking about these nuts that are rioting in the street. I'm talking about Democratic politicians. It's about time we quit being coy with those people. It's about time we confront them where they live, where they work. Yeah. I'm just saying it, everybody. Just saying it. You've got to get sick of it at some point. And I've been at this for some time now. Like I told you, when I closed down my motorcycle shop in 2004, I started looking for something to do. And then I started looking at politics, and I said, what the fuck is going on here? And I've been fighting it ever since. It is a slow, hard battle, as you can see. I don't know if there's any more victories to be had by Republicans if they let them get away with this. That's what I'm saying, everybody. We cannot let them get away with it. And you're right, Oregon Bob. We'll never call him president, ever. He's a crook and he does not deserve it. He's a liar. He does not deserve it. His family are crooks. They do not deserve it. Progressive politicians do not deserve it. They've managed to pull off the biggest fraud, election fraud in American history. And we got an FBI that's not worth a shit. We got a Homeland Security that's not worth a shit because they can't find domestic terrorists right in front of them. Because they are part of the deep state. So, I managed to go for almost 30 minutes, guys. Hey, look, you guys, I'll probably be on again in a couple of days. I'll probably be on again in a couple of days. And, you know, I'll let you know how I'm doing, how I'm going, how things are going. I think things are looking up because of these meds and because of the early actions, even though I had no instructions. I had none. Zero. We were going off of what other people were doing. And you know what? I never knew people had so many remedies for the China virus. Because everybody and his brothers been sending them to me. And I thank you for that. I do thank you for that. And I read all your messages. All your stuff you send to me. Emails, messages, stuff like that. I do read them all. And I'm happy for that. Hey, you vote for me for president, everybody's going to get $500,000. Everybody. As long as they're going to throw money around out there, hell, I'll take it to the next level. Yeah. And why would that be? Because you deserve it and they don't. That's why. That's why. We should have our stimulus checks in our hands now, and Nancy Pelosi is still fucking around. Just because she don't want Donald Trump's name on it. That's bullshit. That's bullshit, everybody. You know, and I apologize for my cursing, but we are bikers, right? And we are military men. I promise you, when I was in the Navy, the F-bombs were every other word. It took me forever to get out of it. And as you can tell, I'm still not totally, not when I get excited, not when I get pissed. That's what I'm saying. And these guys, hey, I'm telling you, when I can get back out there, we're going to be raising some hell. I wish you were all here near me and in Texas so you could join in. Yeah. We're going to have some fun. We're going to raise some hell. That's what we're going to do. And you can join us right here on Texas Biker Radio News. And you can join us at Sons of Liberty Riders MC on Facebook. Please feel free to post there. Now, we don't allow much advertising for anything. And you can probably see why, because we get flooded with it. We get flooded with it. We're not here to sell you a t-shirt. We're not here to sell you a coffee mug, although you can get one. You can get one. We're having some new ones made for Texas Biker Radio News. But we're not hawking them to you. We're damn sure not hawking you any shit like this. By the time they finish with you, it's $30. Yeah. Facebook. Check your vendors out. Make sure they're honest, because you are not. You are not. You're allowing this kind of crap to be sold on your pages. Not only that, I've got a drone over there. It looks great in the video. Oh, yeah. It looked great in the video. I'll have to show it to you next time we come on. It's about this big. But in the video, it looked this big. Yeah. Just saying. You don't do that kind of crap to old school people, because we'll make an example out of you. We'll make an example out of you. And we'll watch for that again and again and again on Facebook. Just telling the truth about it. Hey, when we get the coffee cups in, we'll let you know. We'll let you know if you really want one. But we're not here to sell you stuff. We finance this stuff ourselves. Everything we do, all the equipment in here, the building we built, and maybe we'll do a little tour of it. Don't take probably 30 seconds. But it's the work of love, everybody. It really is. It really is. I love our communities. I love the MC world. I love my motorcycle. Yeah. And I can't wait to get out there on it. And the riding days of the past week that I've been locked up are great here in Texas. Are great. The weather is mild. It is something else. It is something else. Winter is not here yet, although some leaves started to fall this week. So we don't have the trees turning color yet, but there are being some leaves being lost. Thanks for that weather report, Popeye, right? Yeah. Want everybody to have a great day. If you don't have a motorcycle, buy one, because you're not going to be able to afford those expensive electric cars. Like that damn Hummer at $80,000. But you might be able to afford a golf cart, because by the time they make it affordable, that's what it's going to be. With that, everybody, have a good night and ride safe.